and 40 nights.
So hi guys, back again with another Lenten challenge for me this week. This time around we have a question about why we give up stuff for Lent, actually, which I kind of talked about a little bit, but I'm going to refocus because it was a question that was asked, so I'm going to answer it as best I can. So I'm going to get ready with the clock, and the question is, why do we give up things for the 40 days of Lent? I added the 40 days part, but why do we give up stuff for Lent? And go. The reason is because we're trying to remember that Jesus himself fasted 40 days and 40 nights in the desert. He did this to get ready for his ministry because he was just baptized the day before, and then he went right out into the desert. And while he was in the desert, not only was he fasting and praying and thinking about things, he went pretty much, as far as we understand, without food or water or anything, maybe sleep. But while he was out there, he was also being tempted and tested by Satan, the devil. So while that was all happening, we remember what he went through and the hardship he had to face, and as well, the hardship that years before that, Moses and the people of Israel had to face for 40 years in the desert where they were trying to get to the promised land. So we give up little things like that to be with Christ and to remember those things where people had to give up so much as part of our time of worship during Lent. Whew. And that is the shortest way I could put it. I mean, I covered a little bit of it with Shrove Tuesday and a little bit with Ash Wednesday too, the idea of fasting and the right idea of remembering our repentance, but it's pretty much to copy Jesus and pretty much to remember all those things too. I did it this week. Look at that. Hey, all right, so 57 seconds. That was cutting it close. And that's still only kind of a short answer. I mean, I added some of that stuff the other day when we were talking about Shrove Tuesday. But that's pretty much it, the idea that we give up stuff for Lent, remembering that Jesus gave up everything during that same time. And we are imitating him in prayer, basically. What I would like to say, though, too, guys, and this isn't cheating, because I'm not answering the question anymore. If anything, I'm making a suggestion to you to follow up. It's not just about giving stuff up for Lent. It's a good idea to take stuff up for Lent, too. And a couple of suggestions I have are, especially since we're stuck home during the COVID stuff, one thing you could do during Lent is to take up something that helps others. So it's not just about us giving something up so that we recognize Jesus giving stuff up in the desert, but to go out to other folks, not physically, but to do something for others as Jesus would. So to take up something that would be beneficial to others during Lent as well is a great thing to do. You could take up prayer for people, like every day think of somebody who's sick or somebody you're thinking about, and even send them a little message. A friend of mine has a box put in her room, and she calls it a Lenten box, and each day she adds an item to the box, and by the time Lent is over, there's going to be a full box of stuff there, and she's going to donate that to a local charity. I don't know which one, but it's like she's making basically a help box for a family in need, which is great. The other day she started with a bottle of shampoo, and she's just adding more things like that. So that's something. You could do the same with donating to our local food bank. You could put food items in a box, and then by the end of Lent, you'll have 40 non-perishable food items you could donate to the food bank. Because let me tell you guys, during this time of COVID, people are still in need, and we're trying to help them as best we can. And other stuff like that. There used to be a thing that we used to do, and we still do, where you put like a quarter for every day in an envelope or in a box or in a bucket or in something, and you collect all those quarters, and then by the end of it you would give to the church, that sort of thing, Lenten envelope kind of a thing. So these are things you can do outside of not just giving stuff up, but taking something up as well. These things are important. So that's my challenge for you. Why don't you think of something? You could let me know. I hate to say in the comments below, but seriously, if you have something that you gave up for Lent, why not let me know? Or something that you took up for Lent too. What I took up was this. And much as I answered the question in less than a minute, this is a long video, so I'm going to cut it out here. So anyway, stay safe and pray safe, guys. And remember, keep sending me questions because I need one for every day. All right. God bless.